dear yoginis and movers and climbers. Welcome back to the clinic. My name is Becca. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to do a warm-up for climbers. So climbing, when we think of climbing, we think of arms, right, and hands. We might also think of your back. You want to think about your core for holding tension and different positions on the wall. If you're doing it right, you want really strong legs, especially calves for toeing down on small holds, quads, glutes for getting up to, getting out of a squat and down back into it, and hopefully not too much of your neck, but a lot of us, when we get stressed or we're working really hard, we hold tension in our necks. So it's a full body workout, and for that reason, it's really important that you warm up your whole body before you begin to climb, especially as we get older. Things don't bounce back as easily. It's also really easy to get injured in pretty much anywhere in the body if you're a climber. So I'm going to guide you through a quick warm-up, and I'm going to kind of explain why I'm doing certain things, and then feel free to use this whole thing before you climb, or you might just take out bits and pieces, focusing on specific areas that you know are troublesome for your body. So we don't need any props today. This, I'm going to try to make it not that long, but there's a lot I want to get in here. So I start every movement practice that I do with grounding. And for climbing, I want us to, really emphasize spine health, spine mobility. And so we're going to start on our backs. We're going to start in a supine twist. So gathering the knees into your chest and then dropping them over to one side. And you can take your arms out wide, you can cactus them, and then maybe even move your head in opposition. Close your eyes down. Take a big inhale. And then push all the air out. Keep your mouth closed and just breathe naturally. Maybe setting an intention for your movement practice today. For this, it might be getting the body warm for climbing and perhaps taking stock of any parts of the body that may need a little more care before you climb. An intention I like to set for myself when I'm about to climb is don't get hurt. Okay, coming back to center with the knees, and then we'll just drop them to the other side. And then again, we'll take a deep breath in through the nose, breathing especially into that top right lung. And then push all the air out. And close the mouth, breathe normally. Come back to center. Give the knees a little hug here. So we're going to move through some core exercises to start off. So we'll just begin to rock and roll forward and backwards on our spine, keeping the chin tucked, and then I'll meet you in Navasana, or a boat pose. So beginning to rock. And then coming forward to balance on the sitting bones. The hamstrings are probably not warm yet, so let's just keep the knees bent. And we'll pull the thighs back towards the chest. So in yoga, there's a lot of pushing, which makes it a really good complement to a climbing practice. But here we have an opportunity to warm up with some pulling muscles. So grabbing the thighs and really activating the biceps as you pull the knees back. And then as you do that, pressing the heels forward away from you. And you'll feel the core really turn on. Can you make this a little harder by pulling harder with the hands and pushing more through the feet? Shoulders back and down. And then let's look over the right shoulder. And then we'll look over the left. And we're going to release the hands, coming into a low boat. Extend the legs forward. Come down onto the low back, pressing the belly button down towards the floor. And then from here, I'm going to scooch up a little. From here, we're going to rock this low boat. Try to keep the belly down, almost hollowing out the low belly. We're just rocking up and down the sacrum. Think about spinning the inner thighs down, activating the feet. You might point the toes, dorsiflex the toes. Good, and then come back up, Navasana, bend your knees, pull on your thighs, press away with your heels, spread your collarbones, breathe, and then come back low boat, rocking. If you wish, or you can just hold low boat. Good, last Navasana, come up. This time you can start to straighten the legs if you like, but we really want to keep those elbows bent so we can pull back. Feeling the fingers engage around the back of the thigh. Good, and then cross up the ankles. We're going to take the hands down by the hips, lift the hips off the mat, and then maybe you can sweep the hips back and set them back down. Switch the cross, pressing down with the hands, make a tight little ball with the body, belly in, or Mula Bandha in, and lift up. Maybe you can sweep the legs back, and whoa, shoot back, tabletop. Didn't quite make it that time. Okay, tabletop position, we're gonna run through a wrist warm up briefly. If you want more wrist warm up, it's a problem for you, it's a problem for a lot of people who climb. I have a short that goes through a lot of different wrist warm up exercises, you can check that out. For this one, we're gonna come up onto fingertips. We're gonna do what's called finger push-ups. So we'll have the knuckles, all three knuckles of the fingers down actually, thumb down. But then we're gonna tent the palm, so hollowing out the palm, shoulders over the hands, and then flatten the palm. And then press down into all 5 fingers to tent the palm, lifting the base of the palm up, and then press the palm down. Good, so that feels really hard for me. So if that's too much, you can take shoulders behind the wrists a little bit. That's gonna take some of the weight off. We're really activating through all 5 fingers here. Super engaged across the palm. And then even feeling this in my forearms. Good, okay, roll out one wrist at a time. Take the fingers to point towards your knees, palm face down. Tuck your toes and then just send the hips back towards the heels until you feel sensation of stretch on the, the front aspect of your forearms. Good, replace your hands in tabletop. We'll thread the needle each side. Inhale, right arm high, lean your head away, and then exhale, right arm underneath the body, coming onto the right ear. Inhale, right arm high, right hand down, exhale. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, thread the needle, other side. Exhale all the air out, really twisting along the spine. And then inhale, lift back up. Look at your left thumb. And exhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. We're gonna run through a few rounds of Surya Namaskar A. It is the warm-up that's included in most yoga practices that you'll go to in studio, because it really does warm up the whole body, but there are some notable things missing from Surya Namaskar A. So we'll add those in afterward. Okay, find stillness in your down dog. Look forward, come up high on your tiptoes, and as you keep looking forward, bring your toes forward towards the hands. Hip width distance to start. We'll inhale, look forward, let the knees bend, and then exhale, fold over your legs. You can grab the backs of your knees. Let your head be heavy, and shake the head no, and then nod yes. Release the hands, bend the knees, slow roll up to stand. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, dive forward. I just had to tell my mom not to come into the room. I'm at home right now. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back. Let's modify this first one. Drop the knees down. Knees, chest, chin. So knees are down, we'll bring chest, chin, and then slither forward into your low cobra. Untuck your toes, looking down the bridge of the nose. And then exhale, child's pose.
to downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Really focus on spreading the fingers wide, hugging the arm bones in towards each other, and then sending the chest back towards your thighs. Good, look forward. This time hop or step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let's go right back into it. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga this time. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing down into the tops of the feet. Really let your low back arch here. Spread your collarbones, lift your chin, stretching across the throat. And then hug the belly in, lift your hips, down dog. Take some breaths. So in a warm-up, it's not a workout, obviously. We don't want to be exhausted before we even started our activity, but we do want to break a light sweat. So that's what we're going for here. If you feel like you're doing more work than a light sweat or a warm-up, just back off, modify, or skip some things. Look towards your hands. Step or float the feet top of the mat. Inhale, hug your waist. Exhale, turn your thighs in, fold. Pressed into your feet, rise, inhale. Exhale, last one, dive forward. Inhale, flat back, long through crown of the head. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. This time we're going to do something different. You can drop the knees for this one, or you can keep them lifted. So in a lot of arm balances, yoga postures, we take chaturanga arms, which is really good for shoulder stability because it engages our external rotators. However, in climbing, we do a lot of work with other muscles in our back. So let's warm those up, specifically serratus anterior, we will target here. These are more traditional push-ups. If you didn't know it worked your serratus, now you do. I'm gonna keep my knees lifted. You're welcome to drop them. Hands are wider than your shoulders, just slightly. And then we'll lower down, belly stays in, we'll lower, elbows go wide. Good, keep the belly in, press up, and then press up so much that you hollow out the chest and the shoulder blades separate. Keep lifting the back of the head, belly in, inhale, and then lower. Good. Keep going. One more. And down dog. Breath in, breath out. Let's step the feet together. We'll take our right leg high, opening up the hips, stacking right hip over left, stretching through that left adductor, inner thigh, and then three-legged dog, right leg kicks up, and exhale, step the right foot through the hands. Rise up, high lunge. You can widen your stance if you need. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left knee down. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, twist, left elbow outside right knee. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, drop the left knee down. Inhale, press back up. We're gonna lift the left knee. Really focus on squeezing this right glute. Inhale, belly in, really strong like you're moving through mud. And then exhale, big twist, left elbow outside knee, crown of the head long. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left knee down. Press into the right heel, lift, super strong. Exhale, twist. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands down, runner's lunge. Inhale, we will go to a pistol squat from here. I'm gonna shoot the left foot forward, coming to balance on the right foot. Good, step the left foot back, runner's lunge. Exhale, inhale, come forward. Exhale, step back. Ooh, this one's hard. Last one, inhale. Exhale, malasana. Left foot outside the left hand, right foot outside the right hand. Sit low into your squat. Okay, that one was a little bit more than I bargained for. We'll continue to warm up the wrists. Let's take the backs of the hands together. We'll lift the backs of the hands up and then drop the elbows down while pressing the hands in towards each other. Let the hips sink low, open the knees wide. Good, hands come down. Downward facing dog. Feet together, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, stack the hips, bend the left knee. Inhale, three-legged dog, and then exhale, step the left foot through. High lunge, set up your stance first. Arms reach up, we'll inhale, exhale, tap the right knee. And then super strong, straighten the right knee, press into the left heel, and exhale, twist. Two more, inhale. Exhale, tap. Inhale. Lift, exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Strong glutes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, pistol squat, right foot steps through. Exhale, runner's lunge, right foot back. Inhale, pistol squat, right foot through. Exhale, right foot back. Last one, inhale. Pistol squat, exhale, malasana, right foot outside the right hand, left foot outside the left hand, sit low. This time, palms come together, drop the hands down, lift the elbows up. Feel the root of your palm begin to spread, really pressing into the fingers. Lift your elbows. Drop the hands down. Downward facing dog. Lowering onto the belly. Almost there, y'all. Just gonna do some extra things for our back muscles. So working on our rhomboids and the muscles that stabilize our shoulder blade. Obviously really important in climbing and tend to be a little weak on a lot of people, especially people who don't climb regularly. So this one is gonna work through lower traps, rhomboids, and then we're gonna get into lats, which is our big pulling muscles. And then we'll just open up the back body with a back bend, and that'll be it. Okay, lay down and take your left hand just on the ground, palm down, somewhere in front of you, and then forehead down. Right arm extends forward, thumb up. So we're gonna isolate the right arm here. Keep the head down, lift your right thumb up into the air. Think about hugging the right shoulder blade down and into your left back pocket. Good, lower. Again, lift. Lower. So you should feel, keep going, you should feel just like the tiniest little muscle activation at the bottom corner of your right shoulder blade. That's your the lower fibers of your trapezius muscle working. Good, this time let's hold up. And then we'll just pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, lower the hand. Right palm down, left arm extends forward. And then lift the left thumb up. Depress your left shoulder blade. Down and in towards the spine. Lower. Good. 4 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. I'm trying to keep the rest of your back muscles relaxed. So we're not helping this movement by activating our strong low back muscles or our neck. Just working the shoulder blades here. With this last one, we'll hold up and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Good. Hands underneath your shoulders. Forehead is still down. We're going to lift the head and lift the shoulders and hands off of the mat here. Pressing down into, extend your both arms forward. Good. We're going to lift the thumbs up here. So we're activating both sides now. Now lift the head. Good. So now you can feel that other muscles have to get involved here to lift your big fat head. Sorry, no offense, my big fat head. Can you lift your thumbs a little higher and then make a fist like you're pulling a bar down? Hug the elbows in towards your sides. And can you lift your chest a little higher? Good. Inhale, extend forward, thumbs up. And then make that fist draw the elbows down by your sides, pulling muscles, pressing into the tops of the feet. Inhale, arms forward. Back of the neck long. Exhale, pull down, lift. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, press down into your pubic bone. Engage your quads. Inhale, last one. Exhale, whoo. And then lower. Good. Upward facing dog. We'll just hold this for a few breaths. Hands underneath your shoulders. Find your cobra. This is full cobra. And then if you want more, you can begin to press into the tops of the feet so that the legs lift. This is upward facing dog. Belly in, gazes forward, you can lift the chin. And then drop the knees. Belly draws in, and move your hips back to a child's pose. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Good. All right, y'all, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any feedback for me, obviously, you can always leave a comment, and I'll see you next time on the mat. Thank you so much.